The shrinkage of the metal is a main problem in the casting processes. The reduction in the level caused by the liquid contraction during the cooling will start immediately. Further reduction in the height and the formation of the shrinkage cavity caused by the solidification. Further reduction in the volume due to the thermal contraction during the cooling of the solid metal will cause the part to get smaller and shorter within the cavity. The solidification shrinkage occurs nearly in all the metals because of the solid phase has higher density than the liquid phase. The solidification will cause the reduction in the volume per unit weight of the metal. The only exception we have is in the cast iron because it has high carbon content. To avoid that, we should have the shrinkage allowance. Usually, the pattern makers correct for the solidification shrinkage and thermal contraction by making the mold cavity oversized. The amount by which the mold is made larger relative to the final casting is called the pattern shrinkage allowance. Casting dimensions are expressed linearly, so the allowance are applied accordingly. Directional solidification is another solution to overcome the shrinkage of the metal in the casting. It's a continuous feeding of the molten materials through the razor will extend the presence of the molten materials in the mold cavity, thus prevent the shrinkage voids. Directional solidification can be achieved either by the proper design of the casting or by using the external and internal chills. There are numerous opportunities for things to go wrong in the casting operation, resulting in quality defects in the products. These defects can be classified as follows. First, general defects common to all casting processes. And also, we have defects that are related to the sand casting process alone. A misrun is a casting that has solidified before completely filling the mold cavity. This can be due to the poor design of the mold cavity and also due to the temperature of the poured metal. The cold shot. Two portions of the metal flow together, but there is a lack of diffusion due to the premature freezing. Again, this can be related to the poor design of the mold cavity and also to the temperature of the poured metal. The shrinkage cavity is a depression in the surface or the internal void caused by the solidification shrinkage that contains an amount of the molten metal available in the last region to freeze. The cold shots is a metal splatters during the pouring and solid bubbles form and become entrapped in the casting. The sandy blow is a sand casting defects. The sand blow is a balloon-shaped gas cavity caused by the release of the mold gases during the pouring. The pinholes is a formation of many small gas cavities at or slightly below the surface of the casting. The penetration of the high fluidity liquid metal into a sand mold or core causing the casting surface to consist of a mixture of the sand grains and metals. This defect is known as the penetration. A mold shaft is a step in the cast product at parting line caused by the sidewise relative to the displacement of the cope and drag.